Okay, so yesterday we learned the first two shortcuts to prove two triangles congruent, side, 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 angle, side. Now we're going to learn about the remaining three: angle, side, angle, 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 side, and hypotenuse leg. All right, so let's start off with ASA, which of course is angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. And here's what you need for this one. In order for the two triangles to be congruent, I need two angles and the side that connects those two angles. So it's going to look like this. So if I had two triangles looking however you want them to look, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's call this triangle ABC, DEF. All right. So in order to have angle, side, angle congruency, I already said you need two angles. So let's just say that angle A is going to be congruent to angle D. And let's make angle C congruent to angle F. Okay. So we're going to have two angles marked in both triangles. You have to have that. So yeah, that's minimum number one. You have to have two angles marked the same. If I only have one angle, I can't do it. Now, I also need a side, but it has to be a specific side. It has to be the one side that connects those two angles. Okay, so if I'm trying to get from A to C, the route that I'm going to take is this one. So this is the side in both that would need to be marked. Okay, it has to be two angles and the side that connects those two angles. So I'll even put that in words. Two angles marked congruent and the side that connects them must be marked. All right, so I need, there's my three pieces, two angles plus the side that connects them. And that gets me angle, side, angle. Okay, so I'll just write a congruency statement real quick. So if I said triangle ABC, how would you finish that? Who matches with A in the second triangle?
D.
Yes, D. Who matches with B? Yes, I heard you. DEF. Perfect. So those two triangles are going to be congruent by angle, side, angle. Okay, so there's the first one. Oops. Let's take a look at the next one. What happens if you do have two angles, but it's not the side that connects them? It's one of the other sides. That's when you get angle, angle, side. Okay, so let's check that one out. I'm gonna move this down a bit. So angle, angle, side. Let me show you what it looks like. I'm going to draw pretty much the same two triangles that I just drew. And this time I still do need two angles. So let me quickly label them A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah. Okay, so let's say we know angle A matches with angle D again. And let's say I still know that C matches with F. But this time, it's not going to be the side that connects those two angles. It's going to be one of the other two. It doesn't matter which one, just one of the other two. So let's say it was this side that I knew that was congruent to this side. This is now angle, angle, side. So it's a very slight difference, but it is a difference. This is not the side that connects the two angles. It's a different one. So as long as I still have two angles and a side, and it's just not the side that's connecting them, that's when I'm doing angle, angle, side. Okay, so two angles congruent and a side that doesn't connect those angles. Doesn't matter which one, just any side that doesn't connect the angles. Connect the two angles. Oh, sorry. That's all we need this time. Two angles and a side that doesn't connect them. So my congruency statement would be triangle ABC congruent to, let's see, A and D match up, B and E, and again, C and F. So this time it's by angle, angle, side. Tiny little difference, but gives you a completely different answer. Okay, and then there's only one method left. And this one's a special one. It's called HL. Anybody have a guess what HL stands for? I'll give you a hint. This one can only be used in right triangles. So what'd you say?
High and low.
Good guess, but nope. So HL stands for hypotenuse leg. So big star on this one. You can absolutely only use it when you have right triangles. So if you don't have a right triangle, hypotenuse leg isn't even an option. So big star, only allowed in right triangles. Okay, so if you're doing process of elimination, you should be able to get rid of hypotenuse leg real fast if it's not a right triangle. But don't fall into this trap. I see this all the time. Kids all the time, once they get to one that is a right triangle, they automatically think it's hypotenuse leg, and that's not the case. It could still be side, angle, side, angle, angle, side. It could still be other things, but hypotenuse leg is only in the running if you have right triangles. So what you need to remember about a right triangle, let me just draw you one here. So obviously you're going to have a right angle. And then just to refresh your memory, that little angle right there, the 90-degree angle, see how it's pointing at this side? It's always going to point at that third side, which is the longest side, and that's the one that's called the hypotenuse. Okay, so the hypotenuse is always that side across from the 90-degree angle, and then the other two sides are called legs. So this is a leg and this is a leg. Okay, so just some terms that are specific to right triangles. Maybe you forgot about those, but that's how that works. Okay, so when we are using the hypotenuse leg congruence method, here's what we need. First of all, I need to verify that I do in fact have two right triangles. So let's make it so. Yes, I do have two right triangles. Good. I'm going to label their corners too. Let's call this triangle ABC, DEF. All right, here's what I need for hypotenuse leg. I need the hypotenuses to be the same. So I need that side across from the right angle. That one has to be the same. And then I also just need one of the other legs. It doesn't matter which leg, but I need another leg. So I don't know, let's say it's this one. Okay, that's enough to prove that these two triangles are congruent. So you still needed 3 bits of information, even though it's only HL, because you need the right angle. So it has to be right triangles and then a hypotenuse and a leg. Well, the hypotenuses and a leg. Okay, so let me put that in here. Triangle ABC is going to be congruent to triangle, looks like we do DEF again. Gosh, I'm not that creative. By HL. Okay, are we ready to try some? I'll take that as a yes, that you're ready, you're excited. All right, let me stop this share and I'm going to pull up a bunch for you to try. Well, why don't we just try the homework? What the hey? So let me get that up. Here we go. So hang on one second. Let me. Choices, addition. This is B block. So what I can do with these CUDA ones, if you're getting them wrong, it'll just keep giving you more problems. It won't go on forever like Delta Math will, but it'll go on for a ways. So if you're like, gosh, why? Because I'm only giving you 20. So if you end up doing like 40 questions, you're getting them all wrong. So maybe, oh, also I can see how long you spend on it. So when I see, wow, they spent 37 seconds on this homework and they got 40 questions done, I know you're just clicking. So that's not doing you any favors. So anyway, let me get this. Oops. All right, so the homework is posted. I'm going to do a couple. It's exactly like last night's. It's just now we're using the 3 that we just learned. So let's look at these. There we go. So the same rules apply, everybody. Okay, so please listen, watch, watch, watch. Same rules apply. I come into this and I'm like, oh, hey, I have a pair of vertical angles. You are still allowed to mark vertical angles the same and a shared side the same. You can always do that. So here I have a pair of vertical angles. I'm going to mark them the same. So now I ask myself, okay, looks like I do have 2 angles and I have 1 side. So I'm basically choosing between angle, side, angle, or angle, angle, side. Okay, because that's what I have. See how they both have 2 angles? See that? 2 angles, and then they both have 1 side. So I just need to figure out, well, which one of these 2 is it? Here's how I know. In order to pick this one, I'm going to look. The side that's marked the same, is it the side that connects the 2 angles? If it is, then I'm picking that one. If it's not, then I'm picking angle, angle side. So look right here. This is the side that is marked congruent. It does not connect those 2 angles, right? So I've got to pick this one. Do you see that? Let's try another one. Okay, this time I'm looking. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Okay, look at this. Oh, they share this side down the middle here. Oops, I didn't do a good job with that. Oops. All right, they share this side down the middle. So now I'm like, okay, what else do I have? I do have 2 angles and a side. Yep, I've got that. So is it this or is it this? So now I ask myself, to be angle, side, angle, it has to be the side that's marked, has to connect the two angles. Just look at one triangle. So if I'm just looking, let me cross out this bottom triangle. Is the side that's marked connect those two angles? Yes. So I'm going to pick angle, side, angle this time. Is this making sense? Let's try another. Okay, this time there's nothing I get to mark for free. They don't share a side. I don't have any vertical angles. So now I'm looking, what do I have? I do have two angles and I do have a side. So who can help me out with this one? Is this going to be angle, side, angle? Or is it angle, angle, side? Someone come on and tell me.
Angle, angle side?
Yes, yes. I don't have the side that's marked congruent is not the side that connects the two angles, right? Look, here's the side that's marked congruent. It doesn't connect those two angles. I got one floating around over here. So I cannot pick angle, side, angle. I've got to go with angle, angle, side. Yes. Hooray. All right, let's keep going. Let's see how many we can get through. This one. What am I going to do first on this one? Someone tell me.
Put the angles where the two
Yes.
meet.
I have a pair of vertical angles, so I'm going to mark them. Okay, cool. Now what?
Be angle, side angle? Or not enough information?
Yes. This one only has one pair of sides and one pair of angles. So all I have is an A and an S. I don't have a third piece. I would need another angle or another side, and I don't have it. So this one's got to be C, not enough information. Okay, let's see if we can get to, I'm going to speed ahead a little bit and see if I can pick one like what I want. Okay, this one. Anybody want to take a shot at this one?
It would be side angle. No. That's HL.
Yes. So this time I do have right triangles. So hypotenuse leg is at least in the running, right? So I'm looking, and do I have the hypotenuses marked the same? Yep, right here. Both hypotenuses are marked the same. And then I just check, are one of the legs marked the same? Yep. So that is hypotenuse leg. Okay, let me see if I can try, and let's see if I have one that tricks you. I don't, but I'm going to draw you one. All right, hang on. How do I, oh dear. Maybe yeah, I will draw you one. I'll just do it like this. I'll just hide that part. Yeah, okay. So watch this. I'm going to try and trick you here. So pay attention. How am I going to do that? I'll do it like this. What are these two triangles? You could choose any of the five: side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, or hypotenuse leg. So if I'm doing this one, I'm like, okay, well, they're right triangles, so at least hypotenuse leg is still in the game. And then I'm just gonna, I would look at the diagram and ask myself, okay, is there anything that I get for free that's not marked? Does this diagram have anything that I get to mark?
The two sides where the two angles meet.
Yes, where they share this side down the middle. So I get to mark that the same. All right, cool. So that's all that I get to mark. So everything that can be marked is marked. So now I'm going to go through my options. I don't have all three sides marked, so I can't choose side, side, side. So that one's out. I only have one angle that's marked, right? I don't have two angles that's marked. I only have one. So all the options that require two angles, I'm going to cross them out because they can't be right. I would need two pairs of angles, and I only have one pair of angles. All right, so now I'm between these two, SAS or HL. Which would it be, guys?
Side.
Yes, this one's side angle side. Look, you have a side, and the angle in between them. Yes, so this one is this. So this is what I'm talking about, where if you see right triangles, it doesn't automatically mean hypotenuse leg. It just means it's a possibility, okay? But if you don't have right triangles, then there's no way it could be hypotenuse leg. So if I were doing this problem, for example, and I was doing that same thing, if I was looking at all 5 options, and I was going to do process of elimination here, the first one that goes out the window is HL, because these aren't right triangles, so I couldn't possibly use that. But then I do look at this and I notice, I'm like, oh, hey, they do have vertical angles, so I would mark that. So now I ask myself, okay, well, I only have one pair of sides that's congruent. So anything that requires more than one pair of sides has to go. Can't be side, 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 couldn't be side, angle, side. Because I only have one pair of sides. So I can only have one S in my answer. I do have two angles, so now I'm between these two. Is it going to be the side that connects the two angles? So if you just look at one triangle, okay, don't look at this one, just look at one triangle. The side that's marked, does it connect those two angles? No. So that's how I know I got to pick this one. Okay. So I hope this makes sense. This is live for you now, so you should be ready to try this. We do have 6 minutes, so I really do want people to hop on right now. You could easily finish this in 6 minutes if you know what you're doing. They're very fast. So please, everybody go on right now so I can just see if we know what we're doing or we're completely lost. I don't know. I'm hoping that this makes more sense. I'm going to stop the recording.